I need to get some help here on maintaining compliance of my self-managed super fund while living in Dubai as an expat. Can someone guide me in the right direction?
Great question. And we see this a lot, and especially more so in the last 5 years with the
Mm.
increasing popularity of SMSFs.
It is hard to maintain a complying self-managed super fund when you're living overseas. If you move overseas, because you're the director of that corporate trustee and you're the only member and you're a non-resident, if the ATO catches you, you'll be deemed to be running a non-complying SMSF. And the main reason for that is central management and control needs to be maintained in Australia at all times. However, if you're living in Dubai forever, permanently, central management control is not being maintained in Australia. Now, there is something called the temporary absence rule, but you can only use that in essentially the first 2 years of moving overseas. And that's really it. You can't keep coming back every couple of years and say, yep, I'm running it. And even though I'm just back here in Australia, because then they look at your residency and then they also link that to the active members test. If you are a non-resident, you cannot breach the active members test. And an active member is someone that's contributing funds to an SMSF. They are rolling in funds from an SMSF, from a retail super fund, industry super fund. If you do that, your SMSF will be deemed to be non-complying because you're a non-resident. The workarounds, there's not too many good workarounds in this instance. If you're just the sole member, then we do see and come across people installing an enduring power of attorney and doing what's called rubber stamping. They're applying and getting a mate on there as another director of a corporate trustee that's an Australian resident, but they've got no assets in the SMSF. The issue with that is if the ATO ever finds out that's how you're running it, they are comfortably going to say, you're not running this SMSF. The vested interest of that other director who's a resident, none whatsoever within the SMSF. And therefore, they are just going to lean on the fact that you're still running it. You've just done so as a form of rubber stamping. The other option is small APRA fund. You can convert it into a small APRA fund. There's a few trustee services back in Australia which will do that, and usually they'll charge you a fee annually for it. And that's probably the most compliant way to keep the SMSF ticking over, installing it or a trustee as a small APRA fund. If you've got other members of the SMSF and your balance is smaller than 50%, then you can still maintain it as long as those other members are Australian residents, but you cannot breach the active members test. So you can't contribute to it. You can't do anything with it. Your balance that's in there as part of the assets just stays there. That's it. If
Yeah.
you want to contribute to super, you can only do so to, say, an industry super fund.